with flying feet. The following Monday, a clipping of the photo was stuck to his classroom door, the word Sissy scrawled over it in pink crayon. The bullies may not have been able to spell, but they knew exactly how to hurt. A week later, they rammed their point home with flying fists, just in case Nick hadn't got the message. He had, loud and clear, and so had I. That was the last time I let him leave the house alone, and Nick didn't dance again for 6 months. I grit my teeth at the memory, fighting the urge to sweep back a wayward strand of his white blonde hair. Nick hates any public display of affection these days. He only shows his softer side at home now, although lately I've seen little evidence even of that. The cloak of reserve he's learned to wrap around himself at school seems to have become a permanent fixture. Sometimes I feel like he wants to disappear inside it completely. It's only on stage that Nick is truly himself, and that is the cruel paradox of life for my shy, whimsical son. Dance is his one escape from the harassment that plagued him throughout primary school, yet it's also the bully's favourite stick to beat him with. Secondary school will be easier, his new head teacher promised, mixing with older kids who had more consciousness of their own foibles and therefore less inclination to tease others about theirs. I wonder if it's true. I wonder if Nick would tell me if it isn't. You know the answer to that, sweetheart, I tell him now, my heart sinking as I see his head drop. I don't want you walking home by yourself. It's too cold today anyway, I add coaxingly. I'll bring the car and wait in the usual spot, okay? Fine, his new favourite word. Just phone me when you're out, yes? Rehearsals have been cancelled this evening. The weekend starts here. I try to engage him in a smile. We can watch a movie if you like. Your choice. Maybe get takeout for dinner as well. He continues to stare at his feet, and I kick myself for the careless reminder of happier times. Craig always used to bring home Nick's favourite pizza on Friday evenings. It's the sleepover tonight, at Adrian's. He looks up now, chin jutting and eyes widening with a faltering blend of hope and unusual defiance. Oh yes, I keep my tone mild as I see him bracing himself for yet another tussle on the subject that has dominated every conversation for the last 2 weeks. Don't pretend you've forgotten. I'm not, love. I know it's tonight, and you know my answer to that, too. I reach out to squeeze his arm, wondering if I dare risk another hug, glancing around to check if there are any groups of smirking Year 7s loitering nearby. No sleepovers. Maybe soon, I compromise, feeling guilty as I see his head dip once more. But not yet. Soon, he huffs. You said that on fireworks night, and that was weeks ago. But that was at Jason's house. I try not to let my wariness of the older boy show. Nick might be a gentle soul, but he's 12, almost a teenager, and I remember all too well from my own turbulent teens that nothing cements a friendship like being told it's forbidden. So, he was going to set rockets off in their backyard, remember? I tut. He obviously takes after his dad. I know I sound a little churlish, but I can't resist the jibe. I might once have been best friends with Jason's mum, but even then there was no love lost between me and her husband. The only good thing about not seeing Katie anymore is that I no longer have to be around Colonel Nathan Baxter. He was just messing about, Mum. It's called having fun. Bright blue eyes roll in exasperation again. Jace is okay. He just acts tough. He's nothing like the others. Anyway, he's not invited, but Samir's coming. You'd like him. One soft eyebrow quirks. He's an ace at computing, and he's the school chess champion. Is he indeed? Well, that's good to know. Still, and just because you've fallen out with Jason's mum, noticing a few glances being directed our way, Nick lowers his voice. It's not fair to keep me from hanging out with him. Darling, that's not what I'm doing. I don't want to keep you from being friends with Jason. I lie, avoiding his eyes. Look, I'm sorry about the sleepover. No, you're not. I am, really, I tell him, and this time I'm speaking the truth.